back to Lock and Reload. So I know I did a video recently on my Ishapore 2A. Well, the whole reason I'm doing another video on this particular Ishapore 2A, this is identical to the one that you saw in the first video on it. This might be sacrilege to some people, but I care about the well-being of the rifle because I do want it to last a long time, so I went ahead and refinished it. The wood was extremely dirty, you know, it was filled with cosmoline and all kinds of other goofy stuff that was built into the stock, to the point where I had a little water. It was I was out shooting it one day and I had a little water that landed on the stock and it discolored because of all the cosmoline and all the other products that were in it. So I went ahead and stripped everything down. I know I probably should have shot a video on it, but I didn't. So it is what it is. On the process and how I refinished it. But whatever. I can't fix that. It's done. The rifle's done. You know, I went ahead and did all the parts in black. Not the original black, but a little shinier, to give the rifle a little bit more class. Right down to the actual magazine. I went ahead and, you know, refinished the magazine. If you can see that, you know, it turned out fairly decent. Right down to the bolt. The bolt I stripped down and I polished for smoother function. Not that these rifles weren't smooth at all, as far as the action, but everything for me always needs improvement. You know, I'm going to keep it in the military configuration because rifles like this, I think it's sacrilege to go ahead and sporterize a good military rifle like this, because as you know, this is the last purpose-built Lee Enfield ever made. This was made in India in the Ishapore Indian Armory, or yeah, because they had a shortage of FNFALs. This rifle was made for approximately 10 years. Approximately from 1963 to 1973. But again, the last purpose-built Ishapore, chambered in .308 Win, or 7.6251 NATO. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Probably can, but if not, apologize. Look at the end cap. You know, it turned out fairly decent. So I thought I'd show this a little bit, and I went ahead and I also polished the aluminum butt plate that came with them. But as you know, this rifle is modeled after the Lee Enfield No. 1 Mark III. But the one thing I like about the Ishapore 2A, or the 2A1 versus the Lee Enfield No. 1 Mark III, they're identical. They're almost identical in every way except for the caliber. But there were better heat treating processes on this rifle. The rifle's held up, and for the most part these things can shoot commercial .308 cartridges for the most part. It all depends on your pressures. So it is what it is. Now if you're looking for a bayonet for these things, if you ever find one, you want to get a bayonet, I'm a big advocate of getting bayonets for rifles like these because I do it because it completes the rifle. I believe this takes the same bayonet as the No. 1 Mark III Lee Enfield chambered in .303. So there is my little video on my refinished Lee Enfield Ishapore 2A chambered in .308. I'll try to go ahead and adaptate some photos and do some Photoshop on here and get a lot of pictures for you so you can really see this up close. But, you know, it is what it is. At any rate, this is Lock and Reload with your Ishapore 2A1. And as always, catch you later.
She's a long-haired southern beauty. She's made from sugar, the sweet summer amusement time. do now. So take me down, 'cause I'm your own sweet rose.
She said, I've got Napoleon complex. I don't know why, but I think she's right.